There's not much to installing handlebars on your bike, so I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. All you do is move the controls and brake down so you can get air down the handle grip. It's really easy if you just use air. It literally slides right off. I use canned air just because it's portable and easy to spray down in there. And just make sure that you do the same thing on both sides, and then take the brakes off and the controls off, and then get everything removed off your handlebars so you can swap them over to the new ones. So you're going to repeat the same process on the other side by moving everything over and then spraying air down the grip, and then removing everything off the handlebars so you can remove the handlebars off the bike. So you're going to remove all 4 Allen bolts off the gooseneck here. And then I had to buy these special adapters because I couldn't find handlebars that would fit this bike. So I had to buy these aluminum shims. They're 25.4 millimeters, which are the size of the handlebars that I bought, the aftermarket ones, and it turns them into a 31.8 millimeters. Just a shim and makes the diameter bigger for your handlebars to fit. So now you can put everything back on the handlebars and then install the grips. The grips are super hard to get on. Pour some isopropyl alcohol down the center of it and make sure it covers all areas, and then slip them on. They should go on pretty easy after that. And then trimming them, just basically take a really sharp knife, cut it. Like 10 times more comfortable. I might move the handlebars up a little bit. They're pretty close, but actually it's real comfortable. I'm sitting straight up pretty much. Pretty close to straight up. Now this is very first impressions. It definitely feels a lot different. Hey bunnies. So much different. Now we're going to go over to my filming spot, just so I can give you a view of the bike. There she is. Like I said, I'm probably going to move these up a little bit, but that's the handlebars and the grips. They look pretty good actually. And then there's the new seat, and I got a rear flashing light which I need to adjust. I'm actually going to turn it off right now. That's temporary until I get my rear rack, of course. There's the new seat and the new handlebars. Ride is 20 times different and maybe better. Just a little. Actually sit more straight up. Probably look more like an old person, but definitely more comfortable. I'll have to get a better video of this on my big camera later. But that'll be another video. I am doing a video about all my accessories. I have a lot coming in.
12 seconds later.
Yeah, the grips make a difference. Probably gonna raise the brake lever a little bit on this side. And again, I'm gonna probably move the handlebars up a little bit. I still need to work on my brakes. It hasn't bothered me enough to work on them. But this is like really good height, to be honest. Gotta remember I got a mirror now too, over here. If you can see that. Which I needed for a long time. Well, since I got the bike. Got my phone mount here. Works really good. And I'll leave a link in the description for all of this stuff. I am gonna have an accessory video, so I'll go in detail over everything here. Probably will be one of my next videos. I do want to do a throttle only test. Now I did hurt my knee. I don't know if I hurt it from riding the bike or from running with my dog. I might have heard it then too. So I haven't been riding too much. But I do plan to ride quite a bit tomorrow. We'll see what happens. It was super muggy just a few minutes ago when I was doing all this. But I got the fat paw grips on here. Super comfortable. Not sure if I like the blue grips that much, but they look pretty good, I guess. It's not the exact blue, but it's close enough. The install of the grips were kind of a pain. Installing these grips, the way that I did it is I put isopropyl alcohol all the way inside the grip, all the way around it, and they just slid on. But the end of it, I must have missed some, because it was really hard to get it all the way on. I struggled for a lot of that to get them on. So if you get these grips, and when you get these grips, they are pretty hard to install. Just saying. Make sure you put them in alcohol, like dump alcohol in the inside of the grip. Try not to get any on the outside. They should slide on pretty easy then. If they don't, another method is to stick chopsticks or wire or something in there to get some air, and then just twist and then pull the wire or the chopsticks out. But do the alcohol thing first. It's much easier to get them on. I think I fixed my, yep. So the spokes on my rear wheel were loose. It was making some weird like noise, like you had baseball cards or something in your spokes. That cool sound when you were a kid, you know? It was making that sound. And I read online that that's probably an indication that your spokes are loose. And it was doing that since day one, so I did see another YouTuber having the same problem with his Rideal, same color bike and everything. So if you get this bike in, I would go over all the spokes, make sure they're tight. If they're not, they make spoke wrenches, but be very careful because you can knock your wheel out of alignment and have all kinds of issues. If you do tighten the spokes, tighten them gently, you know, just enough so they're snug and not going to come loose, but don't go too far. If you want me to add that to one of my other videos, I can do that. Just let me know, and I'll do a brief demonstration on how to do that. And the seat, I'm not sure if I like it more or less or the same. I got the Cloud 9 seat. I have 2 of them. I did order, well, I would have had 3 of them if I would have kept the one. I ordered one and it was huge. It was like giant. Looked really odd on this bike. So, I mean, I definitely could have made it look like a beach cruiser if I wanted to. But that's not what I was going for, even though it kind of still looks like a beach cruiser. This is the smaller one of the 3 that I have on this bike, and it's pretty comfortable. It's got springs and stuff. I may get a suspension seat post. I do have one that'll already fit this, but it's on my Jetson. But I might sub it out for a little bit and see if it is real comfortable or not. But right now I'm just kind of driving around and getting the feel for everything so I can give you guys a decent review. Like I said, I haven't ridden my bike very much these past few days. I've been letting my knee rest, and honestly my knee doesn't hurt at all riding this thing, at least not yet. I have gone almost 4 miles, so it seems fine. But it doesn't hurt when I go upstairs, but when I go downstairs is when it hurts, and I don't know if it's just the motion, but yeah, the ride on this is so much nicer than what it was. Huge difference. I don't know if it's necessarily easier to ride, but it's more comfortable. You're sitting up higher.